Yes.
Ellis Freeman for the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Liz Kunkel requesting permission to practice under Michigan Court Rule 8.120 under the supervision of Jill Bauer. We don't have an appearance in this case, but Legal Services has been advising on a number of these tenants, and I was wondering if the court would like a summary of where we are in.
So before you do that, you want me to give you permission to before we do that, you want me to give you permission to practice or not? You're just going to go ahead.
Sorry about that, Your Honor.
No, it's okay. It's all right. Everybody's always a little anxious. Permission to practice is granted. All right. So are you giving me a summary on all of these cases, or are you giving me a summary just on this case?
A summary on all of these cases.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
So Legal Services has had the opportunity to review a number of these files, and some patterns that we're seeing is a lack of EIV discrepancy letters before rent is retroactively increased, delays in processing the recertifications on the landlord side affecting tenant rent, even though it shouldn't. And also there are a number of these cases where no repairs have been done since the last hearing.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Mr. Friedman.
We had a breakout session with myself and the legal services attorneys and the clerk, and we have agreed to put this out 4 weeks. We had a unfortunate situation where our primary, I guess I'll use the word bookkeeper, but it's not, she's got more of a title than that, but she had a family medical situation. She had to resign. So we're kind of in a pickle. So I think we need to put it out 4 weeks so we can get our files organized. There are issues that need to be resolved. These aren't all red herrings, and I'm not trying to be cynical. There are issues that need to be resolved, and we're struggling. We, meaning my firm, struggling to get all the information we need. We did make files available to the legal services, and they've done some reviews, but while reviewing them, they found some, they found stuff missing. I mean, when I say missing, incomplete and that kind of thing. So we got to get it fixed up.
Okay, got it. So just so that I'm clear, that's on this case: Hodges, Gibbs, Haynes, Hobbs, Brown, Stafford, and Gross.
Yes, Your
Honor. Except for Brown.
With the exception, Your Honor, that's because Legal Services has not met with me.
Okay, all right, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, ma'am. I was just trying to figure out what cases we were talking about, because Ms. Kunkel wrapped everything into one because she was going to give me that presentation. So I'm kidding. I just wanted to make sure which cases we were talking about. Okay, Ms. Brown, I'll separate yours out. And so all of those cases, my understanding, counsel, is it's agreed to adjourn those out 4 weeks.
Correct.
Is that correct, Ms. Kunkel?
Yes, and for Gibbs, which we do have an appearance on, I would like to set that for a final settlement conference, ideally 4 weeks out, so that we can have time to get the document.
Your Honor, actually, I think on Gibbs we should just
can have some more time to do repairs
and make sure we have all the documents, and then see if we need a final settlement conference.
Okay, so let me re-ask my question. We're adjourning all of these these cases out 4 weeks, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, real good. So, hey, what?
You have 3 weeks or 5 weeks?
I have 3 weeks or 5 weeks. I'm not sure what that is. So it had to be 5 weeks.
It's 5 then, Your Honor.
Which would be November 17th at 11 a.m.
November 17th, 2023 at 11 a.m. for all of those cases. All right. Thank you. Now, Miss Court calls the case of Sycamore Meadows versus Brown. Where are we on this case?
So, Your Honor, I can't. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
I was speaking for the plaintiff. I'm not sure. Is legal services going to represent this one or not?
No, because they won't. Miss Bauer has been texting me stating that one of her staff members will reach out to me. As I've told you guys in the last hearing, I got hit by 18-wheeler. So my transportation system is very slim to none, especially with me having 2 kids who do not go to school in district. So busing is not an option. And I still have not had anyone reach out to me, and that's okay because I've been in contact with Sycamore Meadows. I've been in contact with the property manager. I do know that Miss Meeker is no longer there, which was a lot of the reason why we're here in the first place. And I made substantial payments. And I also have Hawk on the list for Hawk to help with the remaining balance. As I've spoke with you last court date to get that balance below 3,000. My balance is now 2,639, which does include the payment of October rent. I also talked with
Miss Brown. Miss Brown, yes, let me stop you. What date did you meet with Hawk?
I had a phone call orientation with Hawk on September 12th.
Okay, let me explain something to you. Those funds, while they're going through their process, those funds aren't there to assist with your rent. Okay? They're not there yet. And even when the funds get here, there are appointments that occurred before your appointment, which would be handled first. And by the time they get to yours, there's no guarantee that there would be funds.
Correct.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to suggest to you. Ms. Bauer has been contacting you?
I've been reaching out to her, yes.
Pardon?
Yes, we've been texting, and I'm waiting for her to send someone my way. She said she would have somebody reach out to me.
Okay, I hear you. But you also heard those cases before. They're very busy, and they would try to get to you. It's not that you're being ignored. It's just that they got all of these cases and they're trying to work through them. But what it sounds to me like you're trying to do, hold it. What it sounds to me like you're going to try to do is try to deal with this on your own when you may have issues that may result in some adjustment or something to this. And if you do that, I mean, you're free to do that if that's what you want to do. But I strongly advise against it and have legal services represent you so they can look into some of the issues that may involve recertification and put your cases with the other cases.
Your Honor, I know that I've talked to our legal assistant multiple times about connecting with Ms. Brown. I'm not sure what the problem is, but if Ms. Brown wants to text me some times that she's available for a call, I'd be happy to set that up.
So, Ms. Brown, do you want to do that?
If that's what the court is making me do, that's what I have to do. Well,
I'm not forcing you to do anything. You can do whatever the heck you want to do. I'm just saying, if you want to go that route, you can go ahead that route. You're trying to tell me that there's going to be this payment at the end that I'm trying to tell you is not there right now.
And I'm okay with that because I'm still making payments. So even if it comes to the fact that when they finally get to my number, they don't have it, I'm planning to have the balance resolved.
Okay, you want to play it? Let's just do it then. When do we want to do this case? Because I'm ready to try it. Mr. Friedman?
Anytime you want. Whatever's good for you.
When's my next trial date?
Like to tell you that Wednesday, October 25th
Non-jury trial, Wednesday, October 25th, 2023 at 9 a.m. in person. Thank you. That's that. Sycamore Meadows versus Livingston. That matter's dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice.
Paid in full, Your Honor.
Yeah, all right. Fantastic. All right. I think that's all I have, folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Good seeing you all. Everybody have a great weekend.
Good to see you too, Your Honor. Bye-bye.
Bye, Your Honor.
Bye-bye. Okay, I got, they're not showing up, I take it.
Correct. However, the first one I gave you, that tenant is present.
Okay. Chittister Place versus Jerry Cost.
They're not here. It's the next one.
Okay. That case is dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. And I'm calling these early because they're just, no, I'm calling them on time. Valley Ranch Apartments versus Vincent Toddy and Zaire Toddy. There's Toddy.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello. You guys got this all paid, didn't you?
Your Honor, there's more stuff going on with this.
Okay. Let me just tell you, I'll hear you. They filed a notice to dismiss. Is there some issue you still want me to deal with, or?
I mean, for one, no one ever reached out, as well as the fact that Nicole, the property manager, she had reported whatever to collections like sometime last week. And that's inaccurate information, as I have $3,000 in the courts. Like, she was using force and trying to do a self-help eviction, as well as the fact that now she's reporting inaccurate information to the credit bureaus. At this point, like I'm looking to recoup an amount of money for damages. So I didn't know that there was a dismissal or anything. Yeah, I don't.
Okay, hold on. So
Okay.
I have, let me just check this other file here. I don't know if there was any now. Okay, so this is very strange.
Mm-hmm.
Because you, and correct me if I'm wrong, I have $3,000 of your money in escrow. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So
she reported information before the case wrapped up, which it sounded like from the last time.
Hold on. Reported it to whom?
I have the email pulled up. I can tell you their name. I was contacted by collection bureau. Yeah. She reported an amount of $6,529.32. However, she wasn't supposed to report until this case wrapped up, I'm assuming. So she's reported inaccurate information to the credit bureau on top of trying a self-help eviction. So I'm looking to recoup an amount of $2,000.
Hold on. What do you mean a self-help eviction?
So, as I stated before, Nicole called and told me that a sheriff would be coming down to remove my items from my apartment, and she didn't know when. And this was because she was telling me that I had not fulfilled an amount on my past judgment when I was here last time. I told her, I said, you have got something mistaken. I'm pretty sure I fulfilled it. She argued me down. At that point, I just said I must have misheard something in court, and I was wrong. She ends up calling me back and tells me that she was wrong. She ends up calling me back August 1st and tells me that she was wrong. And this time she was refusing the amount that I was trying to pay to clear off my balance for July, which was $2,237. She was refusing that amount up until August 1st because she told me that she was signing a writ and that a sheriff was coming down. I was not able to make payments. And at that point, I had started spending money trying to get movers and storage and everything. I thought I was being evicted. And it came back to I wasn't, and I was right. What I'm pretty sure she did is she tried to say that like she didn't receive the check from, because I gave her $2,000, and then at that time I had $1,900 being in escrow again with the courts. I called the court and everything and made sure that that check was sent out. I don't know if she didn't get the check on time or whatever, but she told me she was missing money. Like I said, she called me. She said she was signing a writ. Someone was coming to get my things, and she was no longer accepting payments from me.
Okay, hold on a second. Now, are you still in the unit, or did you vacate?
No, I vacated the last time we met, Your Honor, which was
that's right. You did.
September. Yeah. The 22nd.
But okay, and correct me if I'm hearing you wrong. You vacated because of the things that she did or said.
No, I vacated because as we spoke about last time I was here, I had some changes and, just life, and I wasn't able to afford the unit. And at that time, I was trying to pay what I owed and get out of the unit. And at that time, you told me, you gave me a judgment to where I had to clear off a certain amount, and I would have only had July to pay, and then I could have left. However, when she didn't take my July's, she also told, like, me and her had decided that I would be leaving September 2nd. That's when I would have my balance down to zero again. And I had family coming to help me move and everything.
All
then
right.
it would, she enjoy, it was, yeah.
Just Toddy. Hold on.
And it just got to a point where I felt that I was better off handling it in court. Like every time I would try to handle it outside,
I gotcha. I understand. So here's what I'm going to do so that you can be heard on this. While I have the dismissal, I'm going to indicate that you're objecting to that dismissal. Okay?
Okay.
And then I'm going to set this for an in-person hearing regarding what may be your claims for damages for the plaintiff's action past and post eviction or post vacating the premises.
Okay.
So I'm going to set that in-person hearing for
Tuesday the 24th at 9 a.m.
November or October? October 24th, 2023. What time? 9 a.m. 9 a.m. in person. Okay, ma'am?
Okay.
And then I'm going to order them here. You'll be here. And then I can hear the entire matter out and make a decision. All right?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, yeah, that was a good call, man. So is that it for us for today? Yeah, all right. 14A. I'm sorry, Amy. Thank you so much for everything today.
Thank you, and you all have a good week.
All right, you do the same. All right, now I'm ready. 14A stands adjourned. Go Terps.